Hey guys, I have a review today for Peppermint Twist from 719 Walnut Avenue. It's one of the new holiday scents that came out. I think it's the only one so far. They also have Warm Sugar Cookie, I believe it is the other one they have out, which is not necessarily a Christmas scent. It could be kind of any time, but it is one of the ones that came out alongside this one. This is the only one that's came out so far that's super, like Christmas themed in the title. And I'm sure they'll have some more that will come out later, but this one came out pretty early. Today is October 21st, so I got this candle about a week and a half ago, I believe. And I really was surprised because they sell these candles at Walmart, as I'm sure most of you know. And my Walmart usually doesn't get any of the new 719 Walnut Avenue candles in till like way after they've been everywhere else. I finally had gotten the pumpkin waffles like weeks and weeks after it had already been out everywhere else. My store just never got that one in, and finally I got that one in. So when I saw that they had these in, I'm like, I gotta pick it up because I don't know if they'll continue to get them in or what'll happen. So I figured if I wanted to get it, I should just pick it up right now while I had a chance, because I wasn't really wanting to buy Christmas candles quite yet, but I have bought one other Christmas candle from Bath & Body Works, but I usually don't start buying most of my Christmas candles until at least like mid-November or so, but I usually don't buy them in October or so. But I wanted to go ahead and buy this and check it out while I had a chance. And then I also decided to go ahead and burn it and review it. That way you all can get an idea if maybe you wanted to pick it up or not, so I can give you an idea of what it's like on how it performed. So I will read you the description on Peppermint Twist. It says, an invigorating blend of frosty peppermint and warm spice. So pretty simple, not too long a description. Their descriptions are pretty short and simple. Okay, so first we will talk about the burn. The burn it's been all right. I will show you the burn here now. Right now, it's doing good. It's got a nice wax pool. Flames are doing pretty good. It's doing well now. But I had problems when I first lit this. The first time I lit this, it didn't want to pull out completely. It gave me a hard time pulling out. It was like, an hour or so, and it still wasn't pulling out very well, which usually the 3-wick candles like this pull out pretty fast. But this wasn't pulling out very well, so I dabbed a cotton ball in there just to shoot those flames up a little bit to help it pull out faster. I probably could have waited and it might have been all right, but I wanted it to pull out faster. I'm kind of impatient like that, so I just dabbed that cotton ball in there, and I'm like, come on, I wanted to get that wax spool going. It shouldn't have been taking that long. So after that, it was fine. The wax spool was great and no problems. I did have to cotton ball it, I think, the second burn again, and I think each burn I kind of had to do that to like get it started. But once I did that, it was fine and it burned fine. Up until just this last burn. This is the 4th day burn, by the way. And I burned this today, and then it was fine after I dabbed it with a cotton ball, but then it did get a little puny later, and I had to do it one more time. But it just depends. It wasn't super puny, but I like my flames to be pretty nice. I don't like them what kind of puny. I'm real funny about that. I like it to look nice. So because if it looks a little puny and it's not bright, it's just, I prefer the flames to be a decent size so that the candle is kind of bright looking. It looks nicer to me. So I stuck a cotton ball in there again today. So I have had to use a cotton ball, but once I do that, it's been fine. So it's been pulling out really well after I do that. All right, next we'll talk about the scent. Now the scent on this one is, to me, it says Peppermint Twist. So as we all know, most of 719 Walnut Avenues are pretty much dupes of Bath & Body Works candles. So of course, Peppermint Twist, we would think it is a dupe for Twisted Peppermint. And on cold sniff, it does smell similar to that, but it's a little bit more creamier to me. It smells a little bit more like a vanilla peppermint, and not quite as strong as Twisted Peppermint is. it was a little more vanilla-y to me on cold sniff. So I thought maybe it smelled similar to it, but a little more creamier vanilla-like than the like cool peppermint of Twisted Peppermint. And then when I'm burning, that is what the scent is too. It's not Twisted Peppermint from Bath and Body Works has a very cool menthol, frosty-like, you know, like clear your sinuses, like super cool peppermint scent to it. It's like super, super strong. This one is not like that at all. You don't get any of that cool mentholy, frosty peppermint that, you know, it's just like almost medicinal a little bit, like the Bath and Body Works Twisted Peppermint almost has a little bit of a medicinal scent to it somewhat, but this has none of that. This one is more, to me, this one is a little bit more like Yankee Candle's North Pole. Yankee Candle's North Pole is a little more of a sweeter peppermint, like a creamier vanilla peppermint. That's what this one reminds me of. It's a little bit more sweeter and not as cool and mentholy like Twisted Peppermint is. So that's pretty much what I get with the scent. It's just a little more sweeter, not super, super mentholy, cool, you know, clear sinuses peppermint. Like Twisted Peppermint is more like North Pole from Yankee Candle. It's nice. It's like a Christmas scent, of course. You know, it's got the peppermint in there. And then the vanilla on this one. It doesn't say, or it says on the description, warm spice, but I don't really get any kind of spice out of it at all. It's not spicy, just peppermint and like vanilla, creamy vanilla kind of is all I'm getting from it. Okay, now we'll talk about the throw. Okay, so the throw on this one, at first I had a big problem with the throw. It wasn't throwing at all for me. I had it in the bedroom the whole time, and this is the 4th day I've been burning it, like I said, and every day I could barely smell anything. It was just like super, super light. I think a couple of times I kind of sort of somewhat got a little bit of a whiff, but it was super light. I would probably say maybe 1 or 2 out of 10 I was smelling it, you know, just barely. But most of the time I couldn't hardly smell anything unless I would get right on top of the candle and then I could smell it. But as soon as I would get away from the candle, I couldn't get anything at all. So I was actually going to do the review and say that the throw was almost non-existent, maybe 1 or 2. But then I thought, well, why don't I close the bedroom door and try to see if maybe that will help me smell the candle just a little bit better. So I did that. I closed the door, waited a while, came back in, and I could smell it. It bumped it up probably to almost like a 5, maybe even 6 maybe. I mean, it wasn't a high throw at all, but it was, you know, maybe like a light to slightly medium throw maybe. I don't know about medium, but it was a light throw. You know, I could definitely smell it. So that helped quite a bit by closing that door. I don't know, because I had the door open all the other time, so I guess the scent just like went out of the room and like dissipated. It didn't throw out of the room though, because sometimes you'll get candles, you'll have the door open and the scent throw will throw out of the room and go into like the hallway, and you could smell it out in the hallway. That wasn't the case. I couldn't smell it at all anywhere, not in the room, not out in the hallway, nowhere. So I'm assuming it just like wafted out into the bedroom and like just went out the door and just dissipated maybe. I don't know. With the door closed though, the scent stays in the room. I mean, which makes sense. Of course, it's going to be in the room more if you close the door. But I would think when I opened the door, I would at least get to smell it a little bit. But it's weird. With the door open, I could smell it all. Close the door, and I could totally smell it. It's almost like night and day. So the throw is good with the door closed, not so good with the door open. So I definitely, if you buy this candle, I definitely wouldn't recommend putting it in a big room, because in my experience, I don't think you would get any throw at all in a big room. I would put it in a smaller room, and then you might even have to close the door. We shouldn't have to do that. That's ridiculous, have to close the door to get a throw out of a candle. But I mean, each candle is different though. Some people get candles and they have a really good throw. Next person to get a candle, it doesn't have any good throw. So we all know that. So I would say buy at your own risk, and you might get a stronger one than what I had. But that is just my experience with it. I didn't get any throw until I closed the door, and that trapped the scent in the bedroom, and then I could smell it. So this is I think this is my 3rd 719 Walnut Avenue I've had. I had apple cider, and that one wasn't very good for me. I got hardly any throw with that one. It was light, but not much. And then I had pumpkin waffles, and that one did a much better. Wasn't as strong as pumpkin pecan waffles, but it did pretty good. And then I had this one here that was not good with the door open, but a light to medium there with the door closed. So that is pretty much it for my review of Peppermint Twist. Thanks for watching. Please comment and let me know if you have tried this yet, or if you think you want to risk the chance of having to close your door to get a scent thrower or not. And please subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.